Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Wednesday, the 16th day of November. Today is National Button Day, so it's a good day to button something. International Check Your Wipers Day. That is a good idea to do more often than once a year, by the way. National Fast Food Day. I was just talking to a guy who said he celebrates this every single day.
Yikes.
He goes out to eat pretty much every day, so but he travels a lot.
Right.
And he said that is why he's as portly as he is. So,
Right.
National Indiana Day today, and National Educational Support Professionals Day today. And I'm excited to chat with my guest. I had a chance to meet him 7 years ago, something like that. Rick Harrison from the TV show Pawn Stars. Very nice guy. And I talked to Chumley last week, and we're going to chat with Rick today about a new show. It's on tonight, by the way. It's called Pawn Stars Do America. It premiered last week, so episode 2 is out tonight. Get all the details from him coming up in just a bit.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. No pressure, probably no surprise, but researchers have found that the first impression matters big time in the dating world. Scientists from the University of California, Davis say first impressions of both compatibility and popularity are very influential in shaping the people we choose to pursue, easy for me to say, as potential romantic partners. Their study is one of the first of its kind to account for how first impressions of somebody's popularity and compatibility affect subsequent romantic outcomes. They found that a good first impression is not just a popularity contest, but a compatibility contest too. Even as people are first getting to know each other, in a release, researchers said, although it helps to be popular, when it comes to getting the second date, you also have to have a unique connection with a potential partner, and that is just important. So our first impression, when Heidi first met me, she did not like me.
I did not.
So then she married me. We've been married almost 23 years,
So
and she
then
still
there was a little more to it than just, I didn't like you and I married you.
So I'm not exactly sure why she did, but she took pity on me. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know that there are cat people and then there are cat people? The average American spends $25,000 on friendly furballs during their lifetime, according to a poll of recent cat owners. But based on an average 15-year lifespan for cats, the cost is really stacking up. Over that period, people spend $764 just replacing or repairing scratched-up furniture. Vet appointments, about $111 on average. And then you need to factor in food, $109 per month for some, and toys, $108 per year. Despite that expense, the drama they can sometimes cause with their unique personalities, 70% of cat owners say there's nothing they would change about their cat. So, $25,000 to have a cat.
That seems...
But it's over the cat's lifetime.
Right,
So,
right.
15 years.
I think our daughter has
$25,000.
spent more than that on her cats.
I'm just trying to do the math, but I'm doing it quickly, and I'm not good at quick math, so I'll just give up. We don't know everything, clearly, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Jennifer Aniston in the news here. Two different stories about her, but they're both about the same thing. She's speaking about her fertility struggles. And so there's a story where she's talking about that, and it's a very personal story about IVF, and it's the first time that apparently this has been brought up publicly. So there's two different stories if you want to read about either of them. She's 53, by the way, and she said she has zero regrets about how things have worked out in the end. So, and Canada's drag race is getting a visit from the Prime Minister. The trailer dropped for a new season of the reality competition dubbed Canada versus the World. Features a very surprising appearance by Justin Trudeau, and going to appear as a special guest as 9 queens from across the globe compete for their own international crown. Canada's Drag Race Season 1 winner is going to be a guest judge, and I've got... There's just, the more I read about this, the more I kind of chuckle about some of these bizarre things. I've got a link to it. It comes out on November 18th. If you are interested, you can see the trailer and all the details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Data collected by mobile phones could be used to assess the structural integrity of bridges. A new study says the info could be used to detail maintenance requirements. Using the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco as an example, researchers showed that smartphones can capture the same kind of information about bridge vibration that is picked up by stationary sensors. They found that crowdsourced information, like crowdsourced monitoring, could be a lot cheaper and can be a very convenient way to monitor the structural integrity of transportation infrastructure all around the world, and could potentially increase the lifespan of bridges by up to 30%. So they're saying, they've got another reason to be able to hack into your phone and know where
that's what
you're
I
at
was just going to say.
and what you're doing.
That's
and
what
all
I
of
was
that.
going to say. Now it's for public safety.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, there's some people that are going to do it, and there's be other people who are
Oh, yeah.
I'll go back to a flip phone first.
Yeah.
I have a rotary dial cell phone before I let you do all that. By the way, I have nothing to hide, so go ahead and do what you want to do. I just think it seems very overreaching to me. And if you thought Elon Musk was off his rocker when he was talking about charging $20 a month for that little blue check mark, you're going to love this. According to tech newsletter Platformer, the Twitter owner has discussed putting the social media giant behind a paywall. So we would all have to pay to use Twitter. Here's how that might work. Everybody would have free access to Twitter for a limited amount of time every month before they'd have to pay, to keep browsing. Discussions about this are apparently in the very early stages. It's not yet clear how serious Musk is about implementing this idea. Here's the thing that I think is interesting. I have seen...
You know what? I don't think that would be a bad thing anyway, because then maybe it limits the amount of time that people are spending on these devices and how angry they're getting all the time.
But here's the thing I was going to say.
Good just for everybody in general, just to put them down.
Feel
and
as though
walk
it's
away.
almost a Wild West over on the old Twitter space these days. There's been some crazy stuff going on there over the last few weeks, and I'm not a big Twitter user. I'm on Twitter.
I don't use it at all.
We have a Twitter account for the John and Heidi Show. But it's one of those things where I kind of forget we have it. Mm-hmm. So if you're trying to follow us and you're going, you guys don't post much. Guys, I kind of forget we have it. But yeah, it's been a bit interesting to watch what's going on over there. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not $50, $15. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit right now with Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars. How you doing, Rick?
I'm doing fabulous.
We had a chance to visit with Chumley recently, and boy, you should hear all the things he says about... No, I'm just kidding. He said good things. You guys get to work together. Is he a fun guy to work with, that Chumley? He seems like quite the character.
He's fun most of the time. Sometimes it can be work.
So you guys, in addition to Pawn Stars, which has been going on, how long has that show been on? It's a while now, isn't it?
Over 13 years.
And you've got quite a following. A lot of folks love the show, and I'm one of those. It's on the History Channel, and now you've got this new thing, Pawn Stars Do America. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Back in April, end of April, we wrapped up season 19 of Pawn Stars. We're like, well, season 20, we should do something epic. and start talking about it. We rolled this idea like the Pawn Stars Roadshow for years.
Yeah.
And we're going we just said, let's just do a completely different series with a completely different, a way different format. And we decided we were going to do it in 8 different cities across the country, and we'll have get a venue where people can show up and we can praise their stuff and tell them what it's worth, make offers on it, and we'll do it all around the country. And then I looked at the Beavis and Butthead I work with. I'm going like, no, it's not Pawn Stars Roadshow. It's Pawn Stars Do America.
Absolutely, yeah, I love it. The Pawn Stars crew comes directly to you. And now, how did you pick the 8 cities? Because that would be tough. There's a lot more than 8 cities to choose from. It involved travel, and this was thrown together so quickly. Oh, yeah.
It was, we wanted to do some cities, but we couldn't get it organized in those cities, and we wanted a real eclectic mix of the country. So we did Denver, Seattle, San Francisco, Austin, Texas, Savannah, Georgia, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. That was like an homage to my dad. There was Valley Forge, Pennsylvania, D.C., and I'm probably missing a city or two in there. But yeah, we just wanted a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's what we figured. And it's been really, people, it hasn't even been on the air yet. Everybody loves it so much that the network does everywhere. We're already talking about doing it again next summer. That
is awesome. Now, are there cities that you would like to go to? Is there like a place where you're going, man, I would love to get to this place?
Just about every city in this country, decent-sized city is going to have all kinds of cool stuff. You never know what's going to show up there. So a little bit more Midwest, I think, the next time around. And, because the jumps from like Vegas to Austin and, and to North Carolina and stuff like that's a little much. But maybe a little bit, not as spread out, but I'm thinking Midwest probably.
That would be really cool. And the thing that's neat, the different parts of the country, you probably find different things. Like if you're in the Northeast, up in the the part of the country where we had colonies, you probably find some really, really old stuff up there, don't you?
Yeah. When I was in Valley Forge, I actually bought a Hessian cannon, which was most likely captured by George Washington.
Oh, wow.
At Valley Forge. Could
you bring that back on the plane as carry-on, or probably not, huh?
Probably not, no.
No, this
weighs close to 2,000 pounds.
That is really cool that you guys get to go out and do that. Now, when does the official kickoff for Pawn Stars Do America? When can we start watching this on the History Channel?
Tonight.
Nice. So we can check it out right now. And then it'll be coming out 1 episode per week like we have with Pawn Stars?
Yep, every Wednesday night for the next, I think, 8 weeks. I don't know if there's going to be a break in there or not, but everybody who's seen it so far loves it, and got my fingers crossed. I think it's a great show, and there's I get to do tons of local history, so it's pretty fun.
And it's a great idea for a show, and I got a feeling it's going to do really well, and hopefully we'll see you in the neighborhood real soon.
Yeah, and I'm still doing regular Pawn Stars. I start filming that in April.
Oh, my goodness. You guys are going to be busier than all get out, aren't you?
I'm a spastic guy.
Well, Rick, it was really nice to visit again. You have a wonderful day, and we'll be watching.
All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Again, on the History Channel, they've got Pawn Stars. Now they've got Pawn Stars Do America. The crew is coming to you. All of the details can be found about this new show in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
If you started with a penny and doubled your money every day, it would take 27 days to become a millionaire. But first, you'd have to find somebody who would give you all that money. So, fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Recycling 1 ton of paper saves 684 gallons of oil, 7,000 gallons of water, and 3.3 cubic yards of landfill space. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Recycling paper. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Saudi Arabia imports camels and sand from Australia.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool.
Sand.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Black sheep got such a bad rap because their wool is too hard to dye. White sheep, their wool is easy to dye. So that's why when you hear somebody say, I'm the black sheep of the family, it's just because it's hard to dye their wool. That's all. They're not naughty.
Unless you want black wool.
There you go. Hey.
Which I think would be very cool.
There you go. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
By age 20, you've lost 20% of your sense of smell. So, explains a lot. Thanks for listening. It doesn't really explain anything. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. According to a survey, 1 in 8 drivers on the road is doing this right now. 1 in 8 doing this right now. What are they doing?
Texting.
No, they're eating. 1 in 8 drivers are eating.
I would assume that's
right now.
way higher than that.
Well, but it's right now, so I'm sure there's more people that do it, but there's 1 in 8 eating right now.
Huh.
And they're still eating right now. Whatever it is sounds good. Now I'm hungry. It's the Mint Mobile question of the day. Comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. According to a computer model, a hunchback, claw-like hand, second eyelid could be a common feature of future human anatomy, according to a new report.
What?
They're saying the overuse of technology could be steering human evolution into a direction that leaves people looking deformed compared to what we look like today. The team factored in a wide range of scientific studies, expert opinions examining the physical and mental changes that come from constant exposure to smartphones and laptops and televisions. The results, they say, predict that people could develop a tech neck, where the muscles would grow to limit damage due to poor posture, and our sedentary lifestyle could reduce brain capacity. Mm-hmm. Could? I think it's already doing it.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. I'm going to just move on. That is such a bizarre story, and I hope that's not accurate. Maybe we all just need to set those devices down a bit. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. I have for you the sexiest man alive. And here they are. 41-year-old Captain America Chris Evans was named the sexiest man alive.
Yes, he was. I saw that.
So, this is the interesting thing. I've got the list of all of the others, and I'm not on this list anywhere.
Well, I'm sure it was an oversight.
Yeah. 2021, Paul Rudd. I agree. 2020, Michael B. Jordan. I agree. 2019, John
You
Legend.
agree?
Yeah.
How do you know who any of these?
Would you stop it? Blake Shelton made the list. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, David Beckham, Chris Hemsworth, Adam Levine, Channing Tatum, Bradley Cooper, Ryan Reynolds, Johnny Depp, Hugh Jackman, Matt Damon. Here's my favorite, though. Back in 1992, you know who was the sexiest man alive, according to
I do not remember.
People magazine?
Harrison Ford?
No. Nick Nolte. Yeah, that did not age well.
I do remember that.
Honestly, I think Nick Nolte seems like an awesome dude. But there's a mugshot of him where he was not having a good day. So don't go by that picture. But the rest of the time, yeah, he's a good looking dude. The list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. Comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. I asked for people to send me quotes, and then they send me stuff like this. I don't know who this is. I don't know how to say it. Naguib Mahalfas. I probably got it wrong. Or they just made up the name, too. Maybe they made up the quote. I should be very careful about telling people to send me stuff. Here is the quote, though. I thought it was actually kind of an interesting quote. God did not intend religion to be an exercise club. So I'm not really sure what that means.
I don't know what that means.
God did not intend religion to be an exercise club. All right.
Are they talking about like Catholic
standing, kneeling?
Church,
I don't know.
Stand, sit, kneel, stand, kneel.
That could be. I don't know. It is your quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
Bizarre.
Yeah. Thanks for listening on a Wednesday.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. What a cool record to break. Canadian breaks Guinness World Record, planting more than 23,000 trees in 24 hours.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that cool? 23-year-old kid from Quebec, and when I say kid, that's not nice. 23-year-old young man from Quebec holds a world record for the most trees planted in a single day. That record is 23,060 trees in 24 hours. That's almost 1,000 trees an hour.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Antoine Moses is who we're talking about. I've always enjoyed pushing my limits, Moses said. The previous world record was 15,000 trees set in 2001. Moses was planting a tree every 3.5 seconds. It goes around 16 trees a minute, he says. An
It must
amateur
have been tiny
athlete.
trees.
What's that?
It must have been really tiny trees.
I don't know. An amateur athlete running multiple marathons, training for an upcoming Ironman, Moses says he approaches the tree planting much like a sport. And he had been practicing, but this was a lifelong dream to hold a record. And he's doing this in memory of somebody dear to him. He said, I lost a friend of mine. I kind of did that for her. To date, Moses has now planted over 1 million trees. Around 600 million trees are planted in Canada every year by about 6,500 tree planters. So he planted about 1 million of them on his own. 600 million trees, 6,500
That's pretty
people.
cool.
This dude
Good
did
for him.
almost 1 million trees on his own. And again, 23,000 of those in a single day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And yeah, I'm looking here at the trees. They're not huge. They're a little bit bigger than the size of your hand. And like the bottom of it, it's like when you go to the greenhouse, the little plants that are in the plastic containers.
Sure.
It's like that.
Well,
So
then
just a
really
small
is that all that impressive?
It is. It's still very impressive. And I'm looking at the land that he's doing this on. It looks like a tornado went through. It's not like smooth, level, easy ground to work with. So he didn't pick some simple terrain either. Holy cow. I've got a link to it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday.